So I was so excited when I got the invite to attend the career day and speak to young students at Bishop Verot. I look back at being a high school student, and I wish that some people had told me some things that I know now. And I'm sure they did at one time, but I thought maybe there was a way that I could drive it home, that maybe I'm young enough for them to empathize with what I have to say. So I really enjoyed the opportunity that they gave me to come over and talk. Some of the big things that we talked about at Career Day were effort and the competition it takes to run a successful business. I asked some of the kids at the event what they thought it took to make a successful company. And I got a lot of good answers. A lot of them aspired to be different things. They thought of maybe different things they could create or invent. From my perspective or from my line of business, I thought those were good answers, but I thought it was a lot simpler. I think really what it comes down to is anything you can do to have an advantage over your competition, and that includes things like waking up early and staying later, finding out what your competition does. So if one day you're going to aspire to be a business owner, I would suggest getting into an industry that you're passionate about. Learn everything you can. Most of these business owners are in their position for a reason. And it may not be a reason that you can understand when you first enter a company. Maybe you think things aren't fair, or maybe you just don't understand why they do certain things. But for me, when I first started in a roofing company or in a company, I didn't understand everything that was going on. As I progressed within the company, all of a sudden, all these things made sense to me. For me, that was a big part of it. And then, learn your industry. And then once you've learned it, then that may be a good time to, start your own business if you aspire to own your own business. And then from there, I think you have some good benchmarks to use. Take advantage of those. New companies don't have all the processes and procedures in places that companies have that have been around forever. So you're gonna have to do something to set yourself apart. You're not gonna be able to just go into a business and think you're gonna do the same things as this other company out of the gate. You're gonna have to put in a lot more effort than they are to succeed. Something I've always wanted to do is give back to the community, give back to some charities, and I think with some of the success we've had here at Target Roofing, it's something that we should do. We've set up several community events, several charity events that we've attended and that we've helped with. And again, without the community and without Southwest Florida, there's no way Target Roofing would be what it is today. So I want to talk about Bishop Verot and what it's done for me and my business. Relationships are a huge part of my business here, and I can probably assume or make the assumption that that's probably a big part of anybody that goes to Verot. If they ever aspire to own their own business, they're going to need those same relationships just like I needed. I would say $10 to $15 million of work I can attribute to Bishop Verot relationships. I talked to the kids when they were in class, and I told them, look at the kids around you, look at your classmates around you. I promise at some point in your life you will run across them in business somehow or some way. So take care of those relationships.